Hey YouTube, QB99 here, and letting you take a look at another one of my newer decks other than my ally deck. Now I know some people said that yeah, my ally deck was stupid and compared to it my other decks are stupid. Just let me know, I'm just a casual player that plays once in a while with my friends.
Hi.
I'm not trying to make the best deck in the world. I'm just trying to make a deck that's fun and can really kick my and annoy my friends, basically. That's my whole goal.
Yeah, he achieves that goal pretty regularly.
Anyway, this is a deck I got from a friend of mine I talked to, an idea. Using the World Wake cards, a lot of them, it's basically a land creature deck. Now, I do have a lot of spells here, but they're all mostly meant for helping out land creatures. First off, I'll show you just the lands. I have at least one of each of the rares from World Wake, and then just some random other land cards, mostly from 10th edition, the core set that also become creatures. Those are uncommon. I just happen to have one of each.
Yeah.
So I have each of those in there, and I have some of the just regular basic lands, depending on, like, going along with how many of the colors I go. Like, I only have one mountain because I only have that one enchantment there. These 5 enchantments all turn my lands into creatures. That's why they're there. The red, black, and blue are probably the best. That's why I have 3 of those and only 2 of the other ones.
Two of the green one.
These ones are good. Because these 3 are good because they cost very little. Well, I mean, less than 3 mana.
Well, yeah, like this guy, he turns into a 4/2 trample for 3. Is pretty damn good.
Yeah. Okay, and then I have Walking Atlas here.
Wait, who might be going?
Who might be going, but I like the ability of being able to put another land in. Like, now this is the big bread and butter of this deck, is Terra Eternal. Turning all lands indestructible. Now chances are you're the only one playing with a land creature deck, so that essentially makes your creatures indestructible.
And another good card to mention, which is not World Wake, is Earth Surge from the Ravnica block. It makes all lands get +2/+2.
As long as they're a creature.
Yeah.
I got 1 from the card shop, and I got 2 by trading my friend here for a vampire.
Kingpin of Cinema, by the way.
You don't need a name.
You need a name.
And then I got some treasure hunts, which haven't helped me out on the long run, just because I do have a lot of spells in here, so it's not going to get me a ton of lands every time. And then I got a Day of Judgment, because if I have a bunch of lands out, I can get rid of my opponent's creatures and I'll be safe. If I do have land creatures out because of these, then they'll either return, at worst they'll return to my hand, at best they'll be indestructible because of Terra Eternal. Another one I have is Oracle of Muldiah. It lets me play an additional land, so that's that speeds up my mana and my creatures pretty quick. And then Joiner Adept, which helps, which lets me make any mana I ever need.
Which is kind of why Walking Atlas should go, because you already have 2 creatures and these spells here that let you play extra lands.
Yeah, Explorer, which is good for playing an extra land, and it gets to draw you a card. Now I have Dark Ritual in here just because I wanted a mana generating card, but that'll probably be going. And because of Treasure Hunt, my hand can get pretty big sometimes, so I have a couple of those. Spellbooks and Reliquary Tower. No maximum hand size, it's good. I got a Trace of Abundance for another mana source, and then you saw the Earth Surge. Rule of Law, I just put that in there today because I'm tired of my opponents, my friends, playing a ton of spells on a single turn, so I played that one. So, we're both limited to only 1, but I didn't see a majority of my deck relies on lands instead of just flat-out spells. So it shouldn't affect me as much, but I didn't get a chance to use it yet. Still, that's the deck I'm trying to work. It's still a work in progress. It works a little bit, but it needs a lot of fine-tuning.
Yeah, if you guys have any suggestions, feel free to post comments.
Yes. Any suggestions other than it sucks, because I know probably to tournament players, it does. I'm not going to argue that. I'm not going to argue that my skills at making a deck suck. Like I said, I'm just a casual player that likes playing for fun. So any help, any suggestions would be gladly accepted. Otherwise, maybe this will give you a fun idea of what to do for your own decks, because whether deck allows you to say, hey, I beat my opponent with lands. Yeah, that's kind of an insult to injury. So let me know what everyone thinks.